All right. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Needles at the Ready. This is our little knitting, crocheting, fiber-related YouTube channel. I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray.
This is episode 38. Mm-hmm. Today is Saturday, May 29th.
Oh, good thing you looked that up.
And
I had no
it
idea.
is just after 10:42 in the
Just after 10:42.
And we are coming to you guys from Stratford, Connecticut, where we live together because we're married and we have a dog, Tarquin, who just got back from the groomers.
He did. He hasn't pooped yet, though. Does
So
anybody
you all
else...
needed to know.
Well, I was just curious because we plan our activities around the movements of our dog. Does anybody else plan their day around the...
I don't know that we plan our activities, but
Well,
if he hasn't,
like, oh my gosh, he didn't go.
if he hasn't gone, it causes stress in the life, which could then
Right.
prevent activities from occurring.
So basically what I said the first time.
But we don't really plan it. It's not like, oh, he's going to go at 8 o'clock.
No,
so
but we're like, oh God, he didn't go yet. So like, let's try to walk him. Let's try to do this. You try to do what you have to do. Anyway,
it's
whatever.
Yeah.
Welcome to the poop show.
Literally.
Literally.
And it's raining here today, so that's why he's struggling anyways, because not many dogs like going out in the rain. Not many humans do either.
Out in the rain.
So, yeah. So this is, it's been 2 weeks. What's been going on?
It's been a fortnight for sure.
It has. What's been going on over the last 2 weeks?
Let's see. So,
I think that was a pretty smooth intro. Just like we pretty much.
as far as our intros go,
Yeah,
it took
that
us
was pretty
38
good.
episodes. I think it was. Besides the poop talk.
That will be like the last good one for like 15.
Yeah, that's okay.
So what's been going on for 2 weeks? What have we done? I'm trying to think. So after the last episode, after the last episode, we went to your brother's house. Your brother had a friend who was up from Miami and another friend who came up from New York or across because they're in Long Island.
They're on Long Island.
On Long Island.
Yeah, you can't be in Long Island, apparently. You can be on Long Island.
They're on Long Island.
Yeah.
They went and got
Long Island.
Long Island.
It's neither an island.
No,
nor
that's
it's...
road.
Oh, that's a road.
It's
Right.
Rhode Island.
Right. It's
Neither
Rhode Island.
Is it neither a road nor
an island. Discuss. Love that.
So we went over there so 2 Saturdays ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was our first like outdoor get together with anybody in, quite some
It's been
time.
a long time. It was really nice.
So we played some beer pong.
Did we?
Yeah, we played some beer pong. We took
Oh,
some
yeah.
shots.
Who won?
You and your brother won both rounds. We only did 2 rounds.
We did.
You were you were throwing the bean bags and the thing.
Yeah, I was trying to...
I can never remember the name of that. Cornhole.
Cornhole.
You were playing cornhole by yourself.
Yeah, by myself. Aww.
Tarquin came with us. We left him home, but then you came back and picked him up because it's literally a 2-minute drive from your brother's house.
I feel like we
to
talked
ours.
about this already.
No,
we couldn't have.
No, because it was right after we got done recording because my mom and my stepfather stopped over real quick.
Right.
And
it was
then-
Mother's Day.
No, it was like the week
No,
after.
they came by
Unexpected. Like, remember
right after the podcast.
Yeah, they called while we were filming.
Yeah,
and we had no
you
idea
had
why
your
my mom
phone.
called.
You put your phone on Do Not Disturb or whatever because that's
sorry,
what we're
I just
recording with
totally
right
hit
now.
the
Is the
table.
phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So that was that Saturday, which was a good time. We went over there for maybe like 6 hours. Tarquin was pooped the next that evening and the following
I was
day.
pooped that evening.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't
We had only a few drinks.
We had 3
I think
drinks
that's the
and
problem.
3 shots. I think.
Right, but when's the last time that we did that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It was
But
so nice.
It was a nice time. It was
Yeah.
nice to get out, have some grilled food.
Yeah, my brother
just hang out with
grilled
people.
My dad has like a super easy, but like his like famous chicken marinade on the grill that my brother now.
We had chicken.
Yeah, it was that marinated chicken.
I don't know that I had any.
How did you not? There was nothing else to have. There was
Yeah,
the
we
chicken
had
and
the
the sausage.
We had the sausages, mac and cheese.
Oh, the mac and cheese was good.
Maybe I did have chicken.
I think you did have chicken.
I don't remember.
Anyway.
So that was last weekend.
Yep.
Then we worked during the week.
Yeah.
Or that was 2 weeks ago. Then we worked.
Then we went to Elephant Trunk.
We went to Elephant Trunk.
I think there was something else. Our haircuts?
We had our haircuts last weekend on Saturday.
Yeah.
We went to Elephant Trunk on Sunday. Elephant Trunk is an
Oh, we should
outdoor
have
flea
brought our
market.
stuff up here to show. We're light on acquisitions today.
I know. I thought about it and I totally slipped.
Oh.
We could always run down and get it.
Yeah.
So we went there. We went with our friend Moogie, a.k.a. Megan, who we never call Megan. We met Todd Michael Thomas there, so that was
really
fun.
nice to meet him.
Yeah, we've been, knitting
Yeah.
every Thursday night pretty much for the
like
last
a year.
Almost. Almost, yeah, I would say almost a year. So it
Yeah.
was nice to meet another person from this fiber community.
I didn't put my bracelet on today.
Oh, you don't? See? I told you. You don't often wear it.
You know why? Because I was wearing my sweatshirt, and it gets stuck, and it pulls my wrist hairs.
You know when it gets stuck for me when I'm skeins yarn, the yarn gets stuck on it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting.
So we went to Elephant Trunk. It was about 90 degrees that day.
Oh my God, it was so hot.
We got sunburned on, like, I think my neck just started peeling yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it was really bad.
Yeah.
My neck. I got some face.
I started peeling on my forehead.
Yeah, show everybody, please, all your peeling.
No, but it's gone now. it took it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Moisturizer.
Yeah. Oh, my allergies. We forgot to get allergy medicine.
Oh, crap, we did.
Son of a gun. We went grocery shopping today.
Yeah, today we've been super productive. We
So
got up
productive.
early. We took Tarquin to the groomer, went to Home Depot, went to the grocery store, came home, put everything away, got set up for this, which we still have no idea what we're doing.
No, I have no idea. I feel like, I mean, we always say this, but whatever. We're
picked Tarquin up, and now we're here, and
yeah.
So I think that's been it. We've we've knit. You last week or this past week was my last 5-day work week from home.
Yeah.
I'm returning to the office next week. It's mandatory to go in 3 days a week. So I'm going to be going back into the office Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Is that what you decided for sure?
Yeah, I think for me it just kind of makes the most sense just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And it's the busier time of the week. I always have a meeting every Monday morning. I have 2 meetings on Tuesdays. So it just makes sense to be there for those if I can. I think I'm going to sneeze.
Speaking of sneezing, oh my gosh, that day, Nostrovia, that day at the, I was going to say at the grocery store.
At Elephant Trunk.
At Elephant Trunk, my allergies were out of control. I take allergy medicine like every day. But I think I have to change it up. My doctor said I have to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, which I didn't know. That kind of makes sense, though, that you will kind of, I don't want to say become immune, but
you grow up you get a tolerance to that.
Yeah, for one of them.
It there was so much pollen in the air, and it hadn't rained in a really long time, so it was bad. I feel like I went through, and I feel bad. I owe Megan some tissues because I went through 2 travel packs of tissues plus a stack of napkins that I shoved in my pocket, just blowing my nose every 5 seconds and sneezing. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
and that was a nice.
But it was a nice time. Yeah.
There was a lot of vendors there. Mm-hmm. A lot of people wearing masks still. Yeah. We don't have to in Connecticut anymore.
So weird.
A lot of our restrictions have been lifted because our COVID positive cases are under 1%. Mm-hmm. So our governor even made an announcement that said, I've told you guys for the last year, stay inside. I'm now telling you guys to get the hell out of the house. And I actually think he said hell or out of the damn house.
Probably.
He said one of those.
But safely.
So,
everything is still safe, with social distancing and stuff like that when you can.
Speaking of that, the strangest thing is last weekend I noticed it for the first time. I went to the grocery store and none of the arrows directing you down the aisle were there, and none of the stickers were placed 6 feet apart at the registers, and I got really, really confused. It kind of really bothered me too, because I liked people going in one direction.
Same.
Because I didn't have people coming at me when I was trying to grab something. So
or changing their mind in the middle of the aisle.
Decongested the aisles in grocery stores, which can be super annoying.
I hate grocery shopping.
You do. I don't mind it.
I'm terrible at it.
I go in with a plan. I typically know, and I could do a full grocery shop in half an hour.
Yeah, I make a list and I go in with a plan too, but then I get sidetracked and then I get frustrated and then I feel like everybody's watching me if I can't make a decision. It's a very uncomfortable.
That's a lot of work.
It's totally. That's what I'm saying.
That's awful. No, I don't mind it. I had. Okay, I think that's been our 2 weeks, right? We've knit. We've watched.
Yeah,
TV,
I'm sure there were other
read
things.
Some books,
we did watch a lot of TV, which we'll talk about.
Oh my gosh! So we're just gonna jump right into one of them now.
Right now?
I've been watching, guys, so much, and I'm so super obsessed with the Tri Channel. With that, I know I mentioned it last time, but last time I think I just found them. Now I've been obsessed with them, and I watch the Tri Channel every day, probably a good 5 to 10 episodes a day, and I love them. I want to meet Kira so badly. She's lovely.
So explain what the premise of this is.
So the Tri Channel is just a bunch of Irish people who are in Ireland who try foods and drinks from other countries.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it's from America.
A lot of it is.
Yeah.
But their reactions are priceless.
Totally.
They make, I want to say I almost laugh out loud at every single episode. Mm-hmm. There is one, and I'm going to link this one below because it's absolutely hysterical. There's one that is like a compilation of all their times trying something with durian fruit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to link that one in our show notes. Because
I would like to be
funny.
in a room with durian fruit.
No, I don't.
I just want to see what the big deal is.
No, you have to wear gloves when you
I know,
eat.
I hear. Ooh. And it smells like rotting flesh or something.
No, yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. Sounds interesting. So we'll have the video link below.
I'm going to link it below. I had Googled it, and remember it said it was like a savory sweet that was like garlic and
cinnamon
and something else, and it's just flavors that should not even be in the same pot together.
No.
So, yeah. But I'm literally obsessed with the Try channel. Mm-hmm. I want to meet them all.
They are cool.
I have my favorites.
Is the Kara the one who never gets fazed by what she's drinking and she's like, oh, this is beautiful? I want to meet her. She's really funny.
She always says, oh, this is lovely.
Yeah, I want to go out with her.
She would be fantastic.
She'd be fun to go out
and
with.
It's actually very interesting, too, because their accents are all just slightly different. Mm-hmm. I guess depending on what part of Ireland they're from. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Speaking of Ireland, you know what else happened over the last 2 weeks?
No.
I got my Ancestry results back.
You did? How fun was that?
And I can't view them because they are on my phone, which we're currently recording on. Oh. But, so, the main reason I wanted to do that is...
Now, this is like 3 years in the making.
It is, because I got a kit like a long time ago. I never sent it in. They're bad after 6 months. So I got another kit this past Black Friday, because they typically are half off.
Yeah.
They're normally $100, and I got it for $50. So I sent it in sometime in like March or April.
This is the Ancestry DNA kit.
Yeah, Ancestry DNA. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this is that my mother's mother, who I didn't meet, like I never knew her. She was adopted, so we have no idea of any of her heritage.
Right.
So to find out what I was, really. So it had a lot of interesting things where I'm 27% German, which I didn't see. Then the next largest percentage was, I think, like 13% was just called the Baltics. Mm-hmm. And then it had, some southern Italy, northern Italy, Ireland on the west coast of Ireland. And
it's interesting how they can tell like which coast it is too.
Yeah. And then just Germanic Europe. Mm-hmm. So it was a whole area, and northern India was another one.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So it way different than what I probably would have expected. Like we knew Irish, Italian, Polish, German were the things that we knew. So all the other stuff was kind of
I want to do one. I'm excited. I really want to do one.
So, all right. So that's officially been the 2 weeks. So let's talk about stuff that we have going on with the channel.
We have a lot of things.
So let's do a
lot of admin
coupon codes first.
You keep looking down, so I keep looking down, thinking that there's a list there, but it's nothing.
There's nothing.
There's literally nothing there.
It's the home screen for my iPad. And can I get... I don't have my Instagram on here, huh? Because I have a coupon code on my Instagram that I need.
You do?
Yes.
For who?
For Amber. Let's see. All right, so do you want to speak of
Sure,
some of our...
Sure. You want to do coupon codes first?
Yeah, let's do our coupon codes. We
All right.
have 4.
So let's start with Knit Swag. So Kelly over Knit Swag. First of all, congratulations. She just opened up a web store.
She has a website
now. So it's knitswag.com. And she said that our coupon code, which is Ray and Kevin.
Yeah.
Ray and Kevin. I think. Oh my God.
It is. It's Ray and Kevin.
Yeah, Ray and Kevin.
Coupon code is Ray and Kevin.
And that's good on her website as well. All of this is going to be linked down below in our show notes. This episode is going to be a little all over the place, so I apologize. Hopefully you all have a cocktail or a drink or some knitting and all that fun stuff. So that's Knit Swag. So Kelly, awesome. Congratulations that you have your website now too. And then we have Naughty Knitting Sacks. which I think I showed it last time.
I don't know that I have one with me.
So Naughty Knitting Sacks is Katie, and we have a coupon code for 15% off her shop. She has, here's one. This is one of my favorite bags ever.
That's the one that started it all.
Yeah. So our code is PricklePants15. And so there's a story behind that, which maybe we'll talk about in one of our lives. I think we're due for a live to hang out with all you folks. So the premise of her bags, if you're not aware, is that the outside has some interesting, just benign fabrics, and then on the inside you have a little naughty. She does have some non-naughty sacks as well, and I think I saw that she has a lot of fabric, and she's definitely working really, really hard. But just have some patience, because she's huge. Like, her family, they do a lot of stuff, family stuff, so that obviously takes priority over everything else. So that's that. Then we also have a coupon code for Trilogy Yarns, and that's Nancy. And that is NATR 15. Mm-hmm. It's 15% off your purchase, with the exception of any clubs that she has. And I think that's it.
And then we do have one for somebody else that we know who her name's Amber. She just recently started dyeing yarn.
How exciting for her.
She has an Etsy shop, which is Ozone Mama, and she gave us a coupon code, and I think it's Strat City, so it's Stratford, where we're from, City. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that we have it below, because I can't access my Instagram. Isn't it so weird how, like,
dependent we are on technology?
On my cell phone, where everything is. So, which, thankfully, this will be the last week recording it, and I'll be able to use my cell phone in the future while we record. But yeah, so Amber, she just started dyeing within the past couple months. She's a beautiful knitter.
Yeah.
And really beautiful colorways. So we will link her Etsy shop and have the gorgeous. Coupon code below also.
Yeah.
So that is the coupon codes.
Oh, look, here's your Ancestry results.
Yeah, sure.
That you texted me. Germanic Europe, 23%. The Balkans, Balkans, is 17%. European Jewish is 14%. Ireland, Connacht, Ireland?
Connacht, Connacht.
These are Kevin's...
That's what I made up of.
That's what Kevin... This is Kevin.
England and Northwestern Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. And it showed cool. All my second cousins and third cousins and fourth cousins. Yeah. So here's Amber's shop.
Ozone Mama. Oh, it's getting like really blown out and stuff. But
Ozone Mama yarn.
Yep. She has 10 sales already. Good for her. Yeah. She's a lot of one of a kinds.
Yeah, she's having a lot of fun.
Look at Starry Night.
Yeah, Starry Night's really. Oh, that's really pretty.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it.
So yeah,
it looks like the painting Starry Night.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah,
that's probably where she got it from.
That's probably where the name came from.
Neon Rainbows. Oh, she's got some. Check her out. We'll have everything linked below. Don't listen to what we're saying out of our mouths, but read our show notes down below.
Speaking of rainbows, Tarquin came home with a Pride bandana
today. He did.
Today.
I know.
It's so
how cute.
All right, so that's coupon codes, and then we have our knit along, which ends on Monday. Because Monday's the 31st. So that was our spring cleaning knit along, with the idea of just to get some of our whips done over spring. So we will be pulling prizes from the hashtag, which is down below.
Yep.
From the chatter thread and the FO thread. And then
you guys have come out in droves. We're like 200 and something entries on like all avenues. So we're going to pull winners from all three.
And then we have our Let's Hear It for the Boys that we will start on June 1st. That will run to the end of August. And that one is just it's kind of like a celebration. It's to celebrate like men in the knitting world. Community.
Yep.
So patterns that are unisex, patterns that are written for men, male designers, male dyers, bag makers even.
Yeah.
So we definitely have, for that, we have prizes already from Leading Men. And then we still have our repository from last year that lists patterns, and I don't know if it I think it has dyers and it has designers.
Yeah,
in there.
it's due for an update.
Yeah, so we'll look at that.
I feel like I need somebody to do that for me because
I could look at it.
Yeah, for all of you who have not been here, who was not here last year when we did that, it was really awesome. We got so many suggestions for designers, dyers, patterns, like Kevin said, all, created by men, for men, just celebrating, the guys in your lives or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was taking what...
Did
that sound like a commercial?
Weird, no, I did a really weird because I was going to talk, but then you were still speaking, so I stopped.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
But it was a weird one. And, it really is bothering me how dark this side of my face is.
Oh, do you want me to pull this light down a little bit?
No, it's fine. I just feel like I have a shadow on that side of my face.
I think you're all right.
No, see, that actually looks much better.
That looks much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that does look good.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this light.
I think this one should come down a little bit.
Wait.
Boy, you think that we've never done this before. Anyway, so let's hear it for the boys. So the repository, when you link certain things, we'll try to put it at the very top of that repository with links to where you can find the pattern or the dyer or any of that fun stuff. So I think it looks darker now, but it's okay.
I don't know. I feel like
we're here
a little bit lighter.
No worries. It's all about you, princess.
You know what?
What? And
done with you. Done.
We're not giving any information to any of these people who actually tune in for some information.
So
who tunes in for information?
Can't even today. All right.
I'm almost done with my coffee. This is bad.
Yeah, so we have the repository. What was really great about last year and why I'm really happy that we did that is it was really fun to hear from a lot of the female knitters who were happy to see this because they struggle to find patterns for their husbands or their sons or their grandsons. So I had felt like last year starting it that it was that we were excluding another group of people, but it was just that it's so hard sometimes to find a pattern. We talked about it a lot last year when you go and you use the tag male or unisex, there just tends to be a lot of patterns that don't necessarily seem like they would be unisex.
Right.
So it's just a good way to kind of open everybody's eyes to different designs that are out there and help people find patterns that they could use either for themselves or for somebody in their life that they are looking to knit that type of pattern for. So that's really what it's about. And I think we started it too because Father's Day here is in June. So it just kind of made sense. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm excited about.
So one cool thing to get linked almost to that on that same thread, thought line, is there's an Instagram hashtag called Men in Shawls.
Yes.
Which I just learned about, and it's really awesome because a lot of shawls have, female models, and it's hard for us as guys to envision us being able to wear that.
Preach.
So seeing that was really cool.
Yes. That's one of my biggest things is that it's really hard to, if a pattern is tagged for unisex, it's really hard to see myself wearing it if I don't see somebody who looks like me wearing it.
Right.
So that, the Paris Toujours, that's the reason I knit that because I saw Aaron wear it. But then when you go to the pattern, there's a male wearing that shawl in the pattern. I was like, okay, totally, not that I didn't get it from Aaron, but just seeing it again, it was like, I get it.
Because you can really make any shawl work, right? Even if it's a lacy shawl or something that you wouldn't think a guy can wear. But if you throw it on a guy, it changes everything. It just changes the way. Because you can. It makes us think about colors and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that was a long rant.
So that's that.
That is how
I feel like there's one more thing. All right. So
I don't know, but I want to start showcasing. So during our podcast and on Instagram and whatever, we're going to start showcasing and sharing
designs,
some designs,
patterns, dyers, bag makers.
Yep. We have a few. We have a few male. Actually, we have a few male dyers and patterns and stuff today. So
all right,
awesome sauce.
So I think that's everything. If not, we'll probably just spit something out later. So let's get into some knitting.
Okay.
Do you have any FOs?
I have one FO.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any FOs?
I have one FO.
Would you like to show your FO?
No, you should show yours because you're wearing yours.
This thing, you mean?
You're such a freaking...
What? Okay, so
guys.
This is done. Finally. I really knit on nothing but this for the past week and a half to finish it. This is... Oh, I don't have the pattern anymore. But this is... I've talked about this a million times. This is Stephen West. His Painting Honeycombs pattern. And this is the small. I've used Trilogy Yarns. Her Halloween... here's the pattern. Halloween Advent. And I'm so happy that it's done. It was a lot of fun, and I think it's really cool. It's actually a lot bigger.
It is quite big
than I thought it was gonna be.
All right, so let's. So is this your cast on side where I started? Is that where you cast on?
I don't
with
know.
This.
I think it goes this way. Hold on. Yeah, it goes this way.
Okay.
All by myself. I don't know what I did. But it's the same on each side.
Yep, here we go. All right.
Isn't that's huge?
Yeah, and then here's the back.
And that's what he said. And so the back, I love the back.
I really love the back. The back.
It can be its
own. I love the back on this.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it too. So
I would almost wear it this way.
I actually might wear it this way. I love being able to like see the colors.
Yeah.
I see your true colors.
Okay. You are just in song today.
Totally.
Do you know what's going to happen?
I'm in a good mood. I'm going to crash and go to sleep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of work.
Right after lunch, you're going to
So this is. I mean, it's humongous.
Yeah. No, it's a really great size.
Humongous.
It did not look that large when you were knitting it when it first came off the needles, but knowing
so no wonder why it took me 30 years to finish this shawl. I feel like
here we go.
I'll wear it the inside out or wrong side out. So here's the dog. I actually don't know.
I know it wasn't him.
It was him.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Hey bud.
Hi sweets.
What's up?
I bet he has to poop.
I
love it. I do love it. I don't really know how I want to wear it today, but it's
Hey bud, come on in.
It's definitely a little bit chillier here.
Yeah, it is. It's what? It's only 46 degrees. High of 52 today.
I know.
Well, that was a very nice FO.
Thanks. I'm really happy about it. I'm glad that it's finished. I kind of like to wrap it. Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's that. I still have a bunch left. And one thing that I did do, so if you are interested in using this pattern to knit like an advent, do something different with an advent, I used usually get 100 gram skein, 100 gram skein with the minis. I actually used a second one. This is the second 100 gram skein. So I know it wouldn't typically come with, if you wanted just to use the advent. You can stop whenever you want to. But just wanted to give everybody an idea that it took about 1.5 skeins of the main color, the large skein, to get this done. And
your secondary colors, you had 13, right?
So there were 13 secondary color minis. Yep. And so I think I ended up doing, I did it true to pattern. So I repeated all 13 minis 3 times, I think, and then, or 4 times. And then
did you put it in your project page on Ravelry?
I did 2 more. I did 2 more additional color repeats. Funny. Laugh it up. So overall, I'm very happy with it. I do love myself a Schlanket style shawl, especially like when it comes to like the fall and the winter time or whatever.
You sure do.
I do. I like to just wrap.
You do.
Yeah. So
fun.
Thanks.
Very nice. Good job.
Thank you. That's it.
All right.
All right. That's all, folks. It was nice to see you. We'll see you in a fortnight.
So I have an FO.
What you got?
I finished me socks.
Ooh. I love these.
I do too.
I really do love these.
So this is a 72 stitch cast on with German twisted cast on on a US 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter. I did 20 rows for my cuff of a 2x2 rib. Then I knit 70 rows. Then I did a heel flap and gusset. Which
I love your heel flap and gusset.
This one, I use the one from Tracy Miller's Coffee Talk.
Yeah.
I always refer to that one for my heel flaps. Then I did, I think it's 68 rows for my foot.
Okay. Is that on your project page?
Absolutely. And then this toe is just your normal rounded toe, but I use the one from Matt Akers' Wonderland socks. Just because I stop decreasing when I get to 32 stitches or 16 stitches on each of my needles doing magic loop, and then I do my Kitchener. So I'm very pleased with these.
I love them. I love the color.
This yarn is from...
I wish that we wore the same size.
Lolo Did It. This is my...
It's beautiful. You have so much left over.
Yeah, this is my Downton Abbey club. So this was the October 2020 club. And then the skein, this mini was actually really generous. I think it was 33 grams. So I have a good amount of this left, and my skein's a mess, but I have all of this left for the blue. And this is on an 8515 is this yarn. So it's really, really nice. It's a little bit plumper, so these socks are just a little bit bigger than when I knit with a 7525.
Yeah.
But they're super comfortable. They fit very well. And I'm really pleased with the way they turned out.
Did you say what size needles and stuff you used?
Yeah, US 1, 2.25 millimeter. And I knit mine using Magic Loop. The only thing I forgot to mention is for the leg, after I did my cuff, I did a 3x1 rib all the way around. Mm-hmm. I continued it on the top of my foot, and then just did stockinette on the bottom. Once I got past my...
the instep, I think.
Instep of my foot.
Yeah.
Sock and then the bottom, I did a stockinette. Right so, something though, speaking of socks that we watched Taylor's podcast from Fiber for the People. Mm-hmm. So she had mentioned when she knits socks with a yarn like this, and I don't think it was a big deal for this one because I don't have.
They're the same.
There's not like any pooling or I think because the colors, the variation, it actually came out really nicely. But when she does her sock, and she had shown one, she pulls from the inside and outside and alternates rows. So it distributes the color a little more.
That's right.
Evenly.
Yeah, we saw that. I thought that looked a little bit complicated. I wanted to do. I don't know, but
it looked really, really good. So
it did look good.
It may be something if I find that there is a skein of yarn that I think might flash or might pool a lot. Yeah. I may try it and just see how that evenly distributes it, because you could even do that with a hat.
Oh, absolutely.
So I thought that was a really cool tip. I think it's something too that she's going to release in a pattern, like some instructional videos. But yeah, so that is my only FO.
Nice.
How many whips do you have?
That's it. I thought you were going to say, what's in your wallet?
How many whips do you have? I have 2.
I have 2 as well.
Okay. Do you want to go first or do you want me?
Sure.
You go first. I just spoke.
I will go first. So this is a new cast on.
Oh, I should have used my bag.
I know. It's funny. I just transferred it into this bag today.
I'm so bad at using bags.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question for the day. So I often get in trouble for using our dining room table for stuff other than a dining room table.
I'm going to start taking pictures.
So
of what our dining room table looks like.
Do you guys have like a little
Pico?
Like what would you call it? Like a catch-all in the house. Like the dining room table for me is a catch-all. Everything goes there. My iPad, my knitting, anything. It goes on the dining room table. Because we literally never eat at the dining room table unless company's coming over. Then the dining room table gets cleaned and it gets used. But that's like my spot. Everything kind of goes there.
It is.
Do you have a spot in your house where everything just kind of goes? That's the question for the week. Oh, there's a second question of the week.
Okay. I feel like you're awful sassy right now.
If you microwave 2 plates in a row.
Oh, God. You are really determined to have somebody else agree with you.
Do you feel like that second plate is warmer even if it goes in for the same amount of time? We've had this discussion. And I feel like...
You and I have had this discussion.
Right, you and I have.
And you tried to have this discussion with other people.
But she didn't microwave for food. She cooks it in the pan. Like probably, maybe not a normal person, but like a normal person, we'll say. We microwave because we cook in
we cook
bulk.
Right.
Meal plan. And so
we try.
We microwave, every couple of nights. And I always feel like the second plate comes out. Both go in for like 2 minutes. The second plate is untouchable. And the first plate's fine. So those are the 2 questions of the day.
Great.
Continue with your whip.
Thank you. My first whip today is the Rocky Ridge.
I think it's Rocky Ridge
hat.
I should probably pull up my patterns.
Rocky Ridge hat. This is by Knox Mountain Knit Co. It's a free pattern. Really, really simple. I just casted this on because I feel like, and we'll talk about future projects as well, but after this guy, I wanted a little bit of a palette cleanser, and so I wanted to do a hat, but then I didn't really want to do a vanilla hat. So anyway, that's the Rocky Ridge hat. I am holding, this is what I have so far. I can't really see what here. So it is, it's just like a ribbed hat pretty much all the way around. You're doing a purl 2, knit 1 on the first row, and then knit the second row here. And then this was a knit 2, purl 1 brim. I am using US size 6 4mm needles for the body of the hat, and I did a US 4 for the brim. And I'm actually holding 2. These yarns are kind of looking like a little bit of a mess, but I'm holding 2 skeins together. This is one of Kevin's very first attempts at dyeing yarn. Mm-hmm. I was originally going to use this for Dotted Rays, but Dotted Rays and I didn't get along so well, so I frogged it a few times. You and Dotted Rays have a struggling relationship. Yeah, so I liked these 2 together. I thought they were like complementary, not super contrasty or anything, but I thought they were very complementary. So I was holding them together, and I think it's coming out really nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice pattern. I did that last year. I saw
it's going to be super comfortable.
Laura from Knit for Brains did it quite a bit late last year as like Christmas gifts, I think, and I thought it was lovely. A good way to use 1 skein of fingering weight, hold it double, so you're making a good DK. So, and it's just enough interest, to keep you interested, but also kind of mindless.
Right, and I don't think the marling is like, it doesn't look like it's marled, really. It just looks like a really nice even.
Well. Yeah,
like,
no, it's even. It looks like the yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks nice. It almost looks like hand spun a little bit. I don't know what the weight of this is.
It's fingering.
No, I mean the makeup of this. If it's an 80-20 or 75-25 or any of that. But
here, let me see. Actually, they're probably
it looks like a 2-ply.
Yeah, so probably 80-20.
Yeah. That's that. And this is living in my oh shoot, what's the name? Scrappy Angel bag.
Such a good bag.
I love these bags because they open, if you haven't seen it yet, they open like a carpet bag. There's a wire frame here.
Wow.
I think we just got a delivery.
I hope not. I don't know that we're expecting anything. I mean, no, I hope so. But I don't know that we're expecting anything that I can think of.
I don't know. So that is whip number 1.
Okay, so I'm also knitting a hat. I needed something to knit during our Thursday night knit night, and I didn't have anything super easy to work on. I actually only had one other project on the needles at the time, so I decided to cast on a hat.
This yarn is beautiful.
I cast on, this is my 3rd one now because this is one of my favorite hats. It's a DK weight. It is the Lisle cap. It's designed by Nancy Ekval for Blue Sky Fibers. So this is the hat. It's a free pattern.
Lisle's not so bad looking.
Lisle is not bad looking at all. So I am knitting this with yarn that I got like a year or so ago from Knit and Bro, who is out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So this colorway is called Flyaway.
It's really pretty.
It is a DK weight 100% superwash merino, 100 grams for 231 yards. So this is Knit and Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flyaway. And this is the color. So it's a really nice light medium gray with some green speckles in it.
It's coming off a little bit more gray on the camera than it's almost like a bluish gray.
So this is how it's knitting.
Really cool.
So the pattern, I did make one alteration to it, is the pattern typically calls for 5 rows of a twisted rib. I did 10. I found that with the other 2 hats that I knit, they become very loose very quickly around the ears when you have it on. So I wanted just a little more ribbing on it, hoping that it stays a little bit more.
Yeah, sure.
So this is knit on a size 7 needle. It's 100 stitches, and you do the...
It's a free pattern?
Yeah, it's a free pattern. And you do a twisted rib. My cast on, I use a German twisted cast on for everything because it's super stretchy. So I follow Andrea Mowry's video on YouTube is what I watch when I need to remember how to do it. It does...
It creates a nice...
Yeah, it
like
creates
almost
a really...
slip stitches on the bottom or something.
Yeah, it creates a really nice edge.
Yeah.
And it is super stretchy.
Yeah.
It does eat up more yarn than a long tail cast on. So I typically do the thing where I wrap the yarn around my needle 10 or 20 times.
Right. Depending on how many stitches.
And then I went. So this needed 100 stitches. So I went to 120. And I just had... I mean, I actually had just enough of a tail left. It was
like a perfect amount.
Yeah, it was a little hard to finish casting on because the tail was so short. But it's really a great DK pattern.
The yarn feels so nice.
I bet it would be really good too for fingering weight yarn. Hold it double, make a hat.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's one of my favorite like spring and fall hats. It's not going to keep you warm in like 20-degree weather, but it's just a nice, really nice fitting hat. So if you're looking for a DK hat pattern that's free, this is a good one. And I did say US 7 needles, right? Yep. So that is my Lisle cap.
Right on. Cool.
All right. Next up for you.
Next up for me is a knit along that we're doing.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Oh, this is in a bearded pearl bag. They're also 2 gents. So celebrating some men. So there's another. Let's hear it for the boys.
They do bags and yarn.
They do. Oh, yeah. Caleb is starting to dye yarn. This is the Ranger. I've been showing this. We're taking part in a knit along over at Happy Knits. Yolanda and Jordan. They are doing a cardigan knit along. This is my very first cardigan. I have already knit both sleeves. I think I showed that last time. But I had both sleeves done. And I am all twisted. I didn't put much on this because, like I said, I really only knit on the shawl until I was done because I was really committed to getting that done. So I only got a couple rows here done. I just did from there.
You were already on your body last time?
Yeah. I cast on the ribbing and then I had just done like two rows. So it's knit, as far as I can tell, it's knit all in one piece now. And then you attach the sleeves and continue knitting. And then I think you pick up a band along the side and you do like a shawl collar type of thing.
Okay.
So looking ahead in the pattern, because I do look at that, I'm very intimidated. So I'm just going to roll with the punches and just go with what I have going right now until I get to that point. And then I'm probably going to be like screaming for some help because it'll be interesting. But it's a cool pattern. It's like slip stitches and it's a lot of purling though too. But it's good. I'm really enjoying it so far, and I am using Trilogy yarns. This is a one of a kind. She had a sweaters quantity that she wasn't too thrilled with, but the colors are right up my alley, so she sent them my way. And that's all I have to say. That I really like it, and the pattern is easily memorizable for right now. That textured pattern. So I can actually do this now while I'm watching TV. I have to like look down, but I can at least or maybe I can listen to TV and occasionally glance up. If that makes sense.
Good job.
Thanks. So again, like I said, it was Ranger by Jared Flood. It's a cool looking cardigan. It's a worsted weight pattern, and I'm using the suggested needles because I did get gauge on the dot with the needles, and I am making the 42-inch. Let's see. I wanted a little bit of positive ease. This has positive ease built into it. Let me tell you the size, because you will not find this on our project page yet. Unraveled. I'm making the 3rd size, which I don't really know what.
It should be on. It would be on one of the front pages.
Yeah, I'm looking. I have the stitch pattern up. 42 3/4 inch chest is what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll definitely get some positive ease.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because I was actually looking at some of the project pages, and for some people it looked like it was a tighter fitting sweater.
Okay.
Which made me a little bit nervous, because I want something super casual and comfortable that I could just throw on.
Right.
And do stuff and just take off, throw on if we're outside or whatever. So hopefully that'll get me the results that I'm looking for.
All right. So I'm also knitting a cardigan for Yolanda over at Happy Knits Knit Along. So it's her... Does she call it a happy...
We do this all the time. Happy Mal? Happy Mal?
Yeah.
I think. Make along.
And
you can crochet as well.
Right, and she just changed the end date, I think, to the end of July.
Yeah.
Right? Or maybe even,
I think it's the end of July.
July.
She said...
Well, it was 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a full...
She thinks it's going to be towards the end of July. I don't think she officially changed it.
So she talked about that.
She hinted at it.
I'm also doing a Brooklyn tweed pattern. This one, I think it's by Veronique something or other. There it is. Veronique Avery. This is called...
The skill level is what?
The skill level is advanced.
Ooh.
I didn't.
Mine's an intermediate.
I don't know that I knew that. So this is... pattern is Ivan. It is a... This says it's a cardigan with tulip sleeves. I don't know what that is.
They're the wide sleeves like this.
So I did change my needle size. I went down a size. It initially called for a US 7. I'm doing mine on a US 6, and I did my ribbing on a US 5.
Yeah.
Instead of a US 6. I'm also doing the 3rd size, which is I think it's a 38 to 44 inch chest.
Oh, because it's going to have a lot of positive ease.
So 38 to 42 inch chest. I'm knitting mine out of Simply Worsted Twist by Knit Picks. This is the colors Wordsworth and Wanda marled together. Mm-hmm. So this is a 100-gram skein, and it has 218 yards. So I'm just about done with my back.
I love how this is knitting up. I love it so much.
What do I have? I have just my short rows to do. I just did the first one. I actually slipped a couple stitches because I didn't turn it yet. So I'm at the point where I can turn the first one. So over the last 2 weeks, I was pretty monogamous with my socks. I took the first week and just finished that sock. Otherwise, I don't know if it would have gotten done.
Right.
So I wanted to focus on it and get something kind of just off the needles. And then I decided to move on to the sweater. So I was there with my
who's that?
Progress Keeper from Max and
Who
Vincent at Les Garçons. Mm-hmm. And so I've knit from there to here.
I think it's going to look
This back
so
panel
cool.
is going to measure when it's done, I think 30.5 inches. So here is my arm hole there. What was really cool about this that I've never done is I did my decreases, and 3 of the decreases for the armholes, and it was on, well, both sides, since there's 2 of them, since we have 2 arms.
Oh, yeah. You have 2 arms?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was called a fashion decrease. So I've never done a fashion decrease. It is slipping your however many stitches to a cable needle and either moving it in the front or the back of your work, and then knitting them together with the next stitches like you were doing, almost like you were doing
Almost
a
like you were
cable
cabling.
and then a 3 needle bind off. So, which I actually appreciated because it was really easy to see those decreases when I was counting to there. I had no idea what that was. If you guys couldn't hear it, our bathroom is right there, and the bathroom window's open, and there must be a bird
Like
right outside,
literally sitting on the windowsill.
just chirping away, and I had no idea what that noise was. So yeah, this is just, as of right now, it's pretty basic. It's a whole lot of stockinette.
Yeah.
Did my increases and decreases. I'll do the shoulder shaping now. I think I have about 18 rows left, and then I don't bind off. I actually put this on waist yarn. So then I'll put it on waist yarn, and then I will then work on my side panels. But I do love how it looks.
Me
I love
too.
the marled.
Yeah, there you go. It's so cool.
Yeah, I love the way that this is knitting
Yeah.
up. It's a non-superwash wool, so
Yeah.
when I blocked it, I really liked it. It's not scratchy to begin with, so it's really, really nice to work with. It's each of the colors are a 2-ply, so those 2 plies are then marled together. I haven't had issues with the yarn splitting. I really like that I'm able to spit splice and not have all these
I know, that's
ends
so
to weave in,
convenient.
'cause I'm now on my 3rd skein of yarn for this panel. So yeah, I like it. The pattern has a lot of pages, so I was like, if you keep going,
Just 24 pages.
24 pages to the pattern.
See, it tells you in the top right.
It told me in the top left corner. So yeah, so that is
Great.
all of our whips.
That's it.
Well, no, we'll go on to
No, that's
some,
whip. That's all our whips.
Yeah, that's all of our whips.
Yeah.
So before we get into the breaking the bank,
Yeah.
let's talk about some
Shop news.
shop. Oh yeah, shop. Oh my gosh, that's what we forgot to talk about. So
I know in the beginning. I know.
we're gonna go back to the beginning for a moment. So tomorrow, 2 things are happening tomorrow. We're gonna have an Etsy shop update at 12 p.m. Eastern time.
That just makes me very anxious.
Oh, relax.
I'm not a last minute person. We have a lot of work to do, just saying.
No, guys, it's fine. Seriously, don't pay any mind to him. So we have gonna
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
we'll have an Etsy shop update tomorrow at noon, and
Eastern
then
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time, and then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our first all-inclusive knit group that's on Zoom. So to everybody who signed up, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We
Yeah.
had 100 spots open, and it filled up really quickly. So we appreciate everybody who signed up, and we look forward to getting to knit with you all tomorrow.
Yeah. Or craft, or you bring
Whatever
your
you do,
crochet,
knit, crochet,
whatever you
I
want.
feel like knitting, even though we say knitting,
Right. We
we
mean,
mean
everything. and
everything,
anything.
right? Like knitting is
Yeah.
kind of like, what's another word that kind of encompasses everything?
Crafting.
Don't
Fibering. Get your fiber on.
can't.
Speaking of, but if you wanted to sew or use like a long arm or whatever those machines that those people do, like Chip does and stuff, they're kind of loud. So just don't keep your mic open while you're doing it.
Don't keep a mic open when you long arm.
No, but you can totally long arm. Just it's is that what it's called? You can long arm? Yeah. Good. All right.
It's going to be longer.
What's next?
All right, so we'll do some yarn that's going to be in the shop tomorrow. I didn't bring it all up. I showed some last week. I showed some. That's it. And then I'll show this stuff now. And I may post some pictures tonight on Instagram.
I think you should.
Because we're going to take pictures for the listings today. So I'll post some tonight on Instagram so you can see more of them.
There's some really awesome. I mean, they're all really, really awesome, but some of these are just like so cool.
And I have some repeats from the last shop update. Like there's going to be Dirty Ballerina on a couple bases.
Yeah, a few people said that they wanted it, but they couldn't get it.
The Cocoa Puffs and Honeycomb, and there's one other one. And Blue Eye Babe. Blue Jean Baby.
And we have some Fraser Fur. That was there last time too.
Which, so I don't know if we talked about the Fraser Fur. The Fraser Fur.
We did. But you can say it again.
Nope, I'm done. I'm fine. All right, so this one is called, and this is on the 7525. Oh, and we didn't talk about this last time, is that we named all the bases. And they're all named after Greek gods.
Yes.
So this one is the 7525, so we called it our Achilles sock.
Because it's stronger. It's got 25% nylon.
So this is called Pistachio Cream. So it's a really nice light green. And then I use the same dye because I love the way that the dye breaks when it hits the yarn or the water. So it comes, it has some green in it and it has some blue and some yellows.
Yeah.
So it just, I don't even know. They're like barely
Look at
there.
These little baby speckles. They're like micro speckles. They're really cute.
Yeah. Barely there speckles on this. So this, we call it Pistachio Cream. Mm-hmm. And then this one,
it's a similar feeling.
Well, this is tonal. There's no speckles on this, but I love this one so much. And it reminded me of boxed wine, like immediately for some reason. So this one is Peach Moscato. So it's peach, pink. You know what it could have been too? What? Flamingo.
It could have been flamingo, right? But you were reminded of boxed wine, so that's why we kind of stuck with your first thought. It's difficult to name yarns, y'all.
It is. So like Nancy from Trilogy Yarns, on her most recent episode with Kathleen, they have a podcast called On the Needles.
On the Needles.
She had purchased Dirty Ballerina.
They're adults now. I think they're episode 22 or something.
21.
They can drink with us.
She had also purchased the Mira colorway, so Mera. It's like a aqua-y tealy color, and it reminded, or like greeny teal, it reminded me of the suit that Mira wears in Aquaman movie. Mm-hmm. So that's like where that colorway name comes from. So I just literally have to think of something it reminds me of. And typically the first thing it reminds me of is what it gets named after.
And like we'll talk about it and then tweak some things with the names.
And then I also have these two, and I think these are on...
Oh, yeah.
I think these are 80/20. So this one is like a green. There's a lot of...
You had a lot of greens this update.
Yeah, but there's also some like almost like a browny gray. Just, again, it's barely there. And a lot of white space.
Yeah.
When I dyed this, I had actually twisted the skein in the water. When I put it in the water and just saw what happened. And I really liked the white space in it.
Yeah, me too.
And the little bits of gray. So I don't know what this one will be named yet. I'll have to think of that. And then this one will be named some type of flowery thing. So this is...
Some type of flowery thing?
Yeah, because it's...
I do love this. I think it's very, very, very pretty.
So it has a nice little like lilac-y purple and then some almost like chartreusey green. But then
like
it has...
bright
yellow. So it reminds me of a flower, like a purple flower with the green stem and leaves and then the yellow inside. So yeah, these are some of the colors that I dyed up. I think we counted, I think we're going to have like 96 skeins of yarn going up in the update.
Something like
so we have a really good amount. These I know I have like 8 of each of these. Mm-hmm. This one and this one. Just because once...
I think these are so cute together, even.
I love that they are very like springy and summery.
Totally.
And as soon as I dyed the first batch of 4, I was like, I love them so much that I want 4 more of both of them. I
They
really
just
do.
feel soft and like light. I like it.
Yeah, I think these are so good.
Yeah.
They're two of my favorites. Like my favorites, I would say that I've dyed up are these two. I have too many now. Dirty Ballerina, I really like.
There's one.
And Fire Pit, I really like Fire Pit.
I love Fire Pit.
I just have to tweak it a little bit more.
Yeah.
To get it exactly how I want it, but I really love those colors
Me
together.
too. There's one that's going to be listed in the shop. I think there's only 4 of them. It is the blue and the orange one.
Oh, the blue and the orange. We
What do we
named
call
it
them?
after like the rocket.
Oh yeah, Rocket Pop.
Like
we called it Rocket Pop.
Yeah, as soon as it was done, it reminded me of the Rocket Pops from the ice cream trucks growing up.
Mm-hmm. The popsicles that are like the red, white, and blue almost.
Even
but
though
they
it's
have like
not
an orange,
red,
right? But
it's this orangey color that leans towards that.
Totally
So it's-
reminds me of it.
Yeah, the minute it was done, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. So that's what
Yeah.
we named that. But that's the toughest thing is to come up with names. So yeah, people who name colorways, you guys are amazeballs.
I know, but it should be fun. So
Yeah.
thank you all for your support, honestly, and like your interest. It really, it really means a lot to us. Honestly, I know we say it all the time, but it truly, truly does.
It does.
Yeah. What else?
And then I'm excited because I ordered some other colored dyes.
Yeah.
I've been working with maybe like 10 colors is what I have, something around there. I don't have this huge array of colors. So
Right.
what I've tried to do, and this is where it's really, you really have to give credit to yarn dyers because it's very difficult to come up with different combinations of colors, especially if you have limited dyes.
Right.
And trying to change the depth of shade of a color is really, really hard math. Not hard math, but like
It's math.
It is, but you really have to figure it out how to get this one color to look differently.
Right.
And I only have one blue, which is odd because I love blue.
Same.
And
I'm
I've been
surprised.
trying to change the way that looks.
Yeah.
And it's so hard. So I think I have 2 different colorways that will be out on, or 3 with the same blue. One of them's very
they look
different
different,
because it
yeah.
was leftovers. So,
Yeah.
and I dyed it a little bit
Right.
differently.
Right.
That one's going to be called Frozen,
Oh yeah.
but it'll be on DK. It's
We
very
also have
tonal,
the-
almost like
the-
a gradient because it goes from a more saturated to very, very light blue.
And then you have that blue and gray. That's the Storm Chaser. We have
Yeah,
one
I
called
think
Storm
that-
Chaser. That's beautiful. That looks like a different blue.
I almost think going forward, that's what I would use the blue for the most
Yeah.
because I love that blue and gray together than
too.
the rocket one or the
Yeah.
other one that has it.
Yeah,
in
so
it.
guys, check out the shop, and
Yeah.
Kevin's gonna have post some pictures, so it's really awesome, and we love the feedback. So give us some feedback, or if there's some color combinations that you might want to see, right? That would be kind of interesting.
And I'm going to dye some up soon for a Vertices Unite.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. We can transition into that. I don't have any new.
Yeah, I have a couple. We have very few purchases.
Yeah, so speaking of Vertices Unite, and this goes hand in hand with our Let's Hear It for the Boys. So
Yes.
if y'all are still around, thanks for staying with us. But
Do you have the pattern?
I do.
Okay.
I have everything. I'll show you everything.
Okay.
So, and I also have. So I'll just show you now.
Okay.
So the gents over at Fiber Hustle, Chip and Aaron, they are like hands down probably like our top.
They're if you don't watch Chip and Aaron at
Yeah.
Fiber Hustle, go watch Chip and Aaron at Fiber Hustle. You won't be disappointed. They're just great guys.
Totally.
They're funny. We love them. They are doing a Vertices Unite knit along starting June
Right.
1st.
So Aaron knit the Vertices Unite recently. And this is a pattern by Stephen West for all of you who are not familiar with it.
And we've shown it a bunch
Kevin
on
knit
here.
one.
I've knit it. It's my go-to shawl when I leave the house. That's what I grab.
And so he knit one, and then Chip just pretty much didn't give Aaron a choice. He was like, "Oh, let's just do a knit along. You're gonna knit me one." So they luckily they did decide that they were gonna do it as a knit along, and a bunch of people are so into it already, and I'm just so excited because it does celebrate. It goes hand in hand with Let's Hear It for the Boys.
Yeah. Is that when I knit it last year? Do you think?
I don't know. That's a good question. No idea. So I'm very, very excited because this is my first time knitting it. And I get to use all the yarn that I got from Amanda Knits. So I'm going to go with this is from the Harry Potter Club that we were showing a lot. There's 6 skeins here. It's a 5-color shawl, but I'm going to play around. I'm going to play around with it. I might actually stripe something that's not supposed to be striped. But these are all the colors that I'm going to use. I already marked them.
Oh, did you?
Yep. With what color section that I'm going to do.
Nice.
I'm going to leave it as a surprise. And I'm going to keep the shawl in the chip basket to celebrate Fiber Hustle.
Oh, look at you.
Right? So I'm very, very excited. And you were talking about you were going to dye up some yarn for that.
Yes. So I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to dye up some Cocoa Puff, some honeycomb. Mm-hmm. I might actually use this. Oh. Because I feel like this would look really nice, possibly with the Cocoa Puff.
Yes, and the honeycomb.
I think that this would be too close.
No, because the honeycomb's like like a deep golden color.
So I was thinking this might also look good with Blue Jean Baby. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I may use this, but so I'm thinking honeycomb, Blue Jean Baby, Cocoa Puff, and then and then I might use Fire Pit too.
I'm so jealous. I love all those colors.
And then something else. So maybe that, or I was thinking...
Maybe we won't have as many yarns to put up on our shop update.
I don't have it this time, but I had dyed a colorway called Sand Dollar.
Oh, yeah, you didn't...
Last one, and it was on a DK base, though. Mm-hmm. So I may dye it up on fingering and see what it looks like and use that, because that would be a really nice light neutral to go with. All those colors are very dark. It would be 4 very dark colors. So I don't know how I feel about that either. Honeycomb's kind of light. It's a darker yellow.
It's a gold. Like it's a golden. Yeah, it's a golden color.
So yeah, I'll have to play around and see, and maybe wait until the new dye that I'm getting comes in and maybe dye something new for it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited.
If you are a shawl knitter and you want to take part in both knit-alongs, ours and theirs, I would definitely recommend Vertices Unite.
Totally.
You probably have seen it a lot lately. I feel like everybody is knitting it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Cozy Up Knits, all the sisters just did it. It's such a fun knit because of the construction of it.
Yeah, Amy
from Happy Little Yarns, Aquila from The Lefty Knitter, Andrea from The Cat Lady, and Lisa from 72 Stitches or Knit All the Yarn. The 4 of them are doing it together.
Yeah.
The construction's really nice and it's garter stitch. So garter stitch and increases and decreases and picking up stitches. I feel like I just got my hair cut today and that I have hair like all still left on my neck. Yeah, I'm super itchy.
The collar is a little frayed in the back. Maybe that's causing a little something.
So what about... I think that's everything.
I don't know, I'm just so excited. And let's hear it for the boys. Honestly, like, you guys can mix and match, double dip, triple dip. There's a lot of really cool things going on. We don't have any yardage requirements. No. You know, whips are welcome. It's just kind of like a do your thing, chicken wing. Okay.
Do we have no owl post, right?
No owl post.
And I only have one acquisition myself.
Samesies.
Okay.
And luckily, this just came yesterday. Otherwise, I would have had nothing.
So,
I mean, we could show what we got at Elephant.
Do you want to grab it while
they're really cool. It's really cool.
Do you want to grab it while I speak?
Yeah, should I grab the succulents too?
No, don't break them.
They're so cute.
No, you're...
All right, I won't grab them. It's fine. We don't have to do it.
Well, you could grab the other thing.
I don't want to go down.
Okay, fine. Okay. All right, so first up, I got my 3rd installment from Nancy over at Trilogy Yarns, the Discovery of Witches. Discovery of Witches Club.
Yep.
So this is called Matthew Claremont. Mm-hmm. And I told Nancy that it immediately made me think of him because he is known to wear a gray cashmere sweater.
Yeah. And
black or gray slacks. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just saw it. Like, it totally makes me think of him.
Yeah.
So this is on her 80/20 base, which is her glamorous base. Mm-hmm. So it is 80/20.
I love this
400
base.
yards, 100 grams.
That's
love
what
this yarn.
that's what the this is all out of.
Glamour space?
Glamorous.
Yeah. I think
It's
that's
so soft.
for fingering weight yarn. It's one of my favorite bases.
Yeah.
I don't like 100% superwash is really, really nice. It definitely is a little thicker. And I almost feel like you get less yardage.
No, it's the same yardage.
Is it?
Yeah, because ours it's the same yardage.
But it typically, that's why
The 75/25 is more yardage.
I mean, I like all yarn, so
Yeah,
but
I know, really.
I do love a good 80/20 though. It's one of my favorite blends of yarn. So yeah, that's all I bought this past 2 weeks.
Well, I bought this quite a long time ago as a pre-order, and it finally just came. This is from the boys over at Les Garçons, Max and Vincent. They started carrying this Shirley Bryan yarn.
It's so pretty.
Oh my god, I am so excited. This is the deconstructed fade sock. It's 75% superwash, 25% nylon. It's 250 gram. I'm going to try to do 2 at a time socks.
God bless you.
No, I'm not. No, what am I doing? I might actually get 2 9-inch circular needles and do them both together at the same time.
That's what together means.
That's what together means. So, so cute. Also got a little
Progress keeper.
This is Lola.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
No. That's not Lola. No, that
No,
is
who
for,
is this?
So that's for a yarn story, and I believe that they
you're
are
right.
a shop who asked them to create a pin
You're
for them.
right. Should I not be showing this?
Continue.
I'm going to put that aside. Also, cute little sticker. This is Vincent in his dye pots. So cute. And also, this guy, which I wanted to actually... Right, yeah, but I wanted to actually read the thing. So this is Spectrum the Narwhal. This is their Pride pin this year. So cute. Look how like rainbowy and wonderful.
Iridescent.
It's got a little heart. I don't know if it's going to focus, but a little heart on the skein of yarn.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And it's Love is Love. And it says, meet Spectrum the Narwhal, their new rainbow enamel pin. All the proceeds from this pin go to Gender Creative Kids. It's a local organization that supports trans, non-binary, and gender-fluid youth's affirmation within their families, schools, and communities. It advocates for the inclusion of trans and non-binary youths in all spheres of life. So I thought that was really cool that it's being able to support a cause. 100% of the profits or proceeds go there, and it's a kick-ass pin.
Yeah, it's really nice.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it's fun.
They're so talented.
They do such a good job.
I
with their
can't
pins.
even with them. So I really thought that was Lola, but it's not because look at the ears.
No, it's definitely not Lola.
I wonder if they sell...
This looks like if I.
Hopefully I could.
You know what
I
this
could have shown that because.
Is it a like King Charles Cavalier maybe?
Oh, with the ears like that?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Way.
This is Lola. Lola's the mini pin.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
It's not Lola.
No, it's not.
Is it on their shop?
No.
Go to a yarn story. Maybe it's there.
Hopefully I didn't just screw something up.
You didn't.
Okay. Look at those bags. God, I get so sidetracked. I can't even right now.
So, is that everything that we've had, though?
That's all I got.
So that's all the knitting content.
I love their logo.
What have we watched and been reading? So we watched on Netflix. We watched Army of the Dead. It's a Zack Snyder movie. It's a zombie movie. So if you like that type of genre, definitely check that out. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it had some different like zombie kind of concepts in there. And you didn't. screw up.
That's okay.
I actually feel like we saw it on there.
I feel like we did
past
too.
Episodes.
Yeah.
So we watched Army of the Dead.
Yeah, Army of the Dead. That was interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Great.
No.
It wasn't like the best zombie thing I've ever seen, but it was done well.
And it was entertaining. It was like 2.5 hours, something like that. It was over 2 hours, the movie.
It was. It was actually quite long. Now that you say that, it was. I mean, I didn't mind the story. It's really funny. We had just watched Dramatic Yarns, and
Dramatic Knits,
and Steve had just watched it as well.
He did,
and said,
I always find his movie critiquing pretty good.
Yeah.
Because, like, he talks about plot and different things, and we're not that sophisticated.
No, we don't talk
at all.
But he had said, and I said this to Ray when we were watching it, that it had an Ocean's 11 vibe to it.
Totally.
So it completely reminded me of Ocean's 11. It takes place in Las Vegas, which I thought was interesting, too, because I feel like what's the other zombie franchise? Resident Evil. There's also one that takes place in Las Vegas. One of those movies take place
with the Umbrella
there.
Corp and stuff.
Yeah,
like that,
so
right? Isn't that what they're called?
This one, the zombies are a little more sophisticated than normal zombies in this movie, and they also left it open for at least 1 to 2 more movies. So we watched that. We also started watching The Nevers on HBO Max.
Yo.
So The Nevers takes place in Victorian England.
Yep.
It is a supernatural show. An event occurs giving people special abilities, and the first 5 episodes all take place in Victorian England. Mm-hmm. And then the 6th episode just kind of takes place someplace else, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? The bad guy or woman in this one, she is a cross, I kid you not, of Bellatrix Lestrange.
Absolutely.
And Nancy from The Craft. If you put those two together, you have this crazy psycho woman in this show. And I like the characters. I like the story so far. I do think it started off slow. It definitely picked up. And the most recent episode, episode 6 we watched last night, that was like a mid-season finale.
It almost felt like a movie, in a way.
The
last episode. It was. I felt like there was a lot. They covered a lot.
They did. It covered. Yeah, it really did. It covered.
And it didn't feel rushed.
No.
That last episode.
The only thing that I'm actually kind of super bummed about is that this isn't based off a book. I think a book would be really good.
So write one.
Okay. No, you go write a book.
No, I don't need to write a book.
But yeah. So what else have we watched? We already said the Tri Channel because I love the Irish people.
Oh my gosh, I know. They're so great. I can't stop looking at this yarn.
And what else? We had watched... I think that's it.
I think that's it too.
We've just been focusing on this.
Yeah.
The Nevers.
There was a movie I thought that we were like, oh, we didn't talk about watching it. But we ended up watching it. I can't remember.
It just came out.
Oh, you were going to talk about that that movie with...
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So I also, by myself, I watched Ben is Back.
Yeah, you do a lot by yourself.
I do. I watch when I'm working from home. I'll throw stuff on. Mm-hmm. So I watched Ben is Back. It has Julia Roberts and I want to say something Lucas, maybe. But it takes place... It starts on Christmas Eve, I think. Her son comes home from rehab. He is an addict. Comes home unexpectedly. And it's kind of like the events over the next 24, 48 hours. So if like stuff like that triggers you, don't watch it. It is an emotional movie.
Right.
It kind of hit me a couple times watching it. And the ending was not what I had expected. It was really good. It was like a mother trying to help her son, like doing anything for her son, and then him being an addict trying to kind of repent and fix everything all at once type of thing. and the guilt both of them feel at certain points. So it was a really good movie. And I love Julia Roberts.
I love Julia Roberts.
I know. I was just thinking I want to watch Erin Brockovich. I haven't seen it in such a long.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like in who knows, maybe a year.
Yeah,
because I do watch that quite often, and I love her in that movie. Mm-hmm. So I watched that, and then also I'm still continuing with my Teen Wolf movie. No, watching.
Let's go to the movies.
That's from Annie.
Yeah.
That I'm on season 5 of that, so I have season 5 and 6 left to finish that series up. And I just remembered this season is when Theo came. Do you remember when Theo came?
It was their Theo.
Who's Theo?
Isn't he a good-looking guy?
I mean, they're all pretty good-looking. Mm. Theo played Arya.
Theo, the little guy. No,
he played Arya's brother in Pretty Little Liars. Remember? And then he switched over to Teen Wolf.
No.
Yeah, so I...
no, I don't remember that.
And it's the one with the mask people. All the people with the masks. The doctors. The crazy doctors.
They're the virus doctors.
So, you know what, though, which was interesting? The 6th season, the Wild Hunt occurs, but they mention it in the first episode of season 5.
Do they really?
Yeah. Not him, though.
No, I know that's not him.
I love Theo James, though.
Oh yes, the Pretty Little Liars brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's what we've been watching. What have we been reading? You go, because I have to get my names right.
I don't know what they're called.
You're reading...
You go for me.
You are reading Serpent?
No, so I'll pull it up. So I am reading... Actually, let me see.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out if you finished...
Yeah, because I don't know if I actually did or not.
Then I'll go.
All right, you go. Please.
So I finished 2 books. I finished books 4 and 5 in the Magical Midlife series by K.F. Breene. I did Magical Midlife Love and Magical Midlife Meeting. Guys, I love this series. You know, like, there's magic. Now there's some sexy time in this series.
Oh, Kevin.
But not anything like your Court of Thorns and Roses or whatever.
How do you know you didn't read it?
I've heard about that. There's gargoyles and shifters, and it's just in history, like the way that she got her magic is super different, and and I don't know, it makes me laugh out loud. Literally, Ray, sometimes we're both reading in bed and I'm chuckling and he's like, "What?"
I know, I get jealous.
And I was like, it's my book. Like, my book actually is making me laugh out loud. Mm-hmm. They're easy reads too. They're, but the characters, I love all the characters in the book. This, I feel like, is going to be a series that I'm going to revisit often. That, maybe here or there I want
you were saying that. I think
easy read and I want a good laugh or like maybe even like a feel good book, because you need those sometimes, like a feel good movie, and I have some of those books that are feel good and I'll go to if I'm like just want to smile or something. So I think that these books might be something like that for me. I also believe that there might only be one more book coming out on all of the storylines.
Does that make you sad, or do you feel like that's good? Like, is it, sometimes like series, if they go more than like 3 or 4,
right? Like that other Harley Merlin crap.
I know they're on like 18 or 20 something right now. It's getting chilly again.
It is. I would be happy with it ending at chapter or the 6th book. All of the characters have grown in each of the books, and all of the conflict has been resolved with the exception of one event that should be resolved within the 6th book. So I would be really happy with that to end. I don't feel like a whole nother set of conflicts should come up just to keep the series going. And if there's no other way to develop the characters to have them continue to grow, I don't think the series should continue. So if it's all wrapped up with book 6, then I'm Good with it. It's hard, though, because I've read other series of hers which ended actually with 6 books. It was like 2 separate 3 books, but they intertwined.
2 separate trilogies?
Yeah, almost.
2 separate 3 books.
2 separate 3 books. Trilogies that intertwined with each other, so they're in the same universe, and the characters all end up meeting, but it ended in that one. I was actually pretty sad that it ended, because
really?
I did like all the characters.
Well...
But yeah, so that's what I'm reading, and then I think I'm going to stay with light-hearted books. I thought about going back to the Grishaverse and doing the last 2 books, the last duology.
So,
but
I am currently in the Grishaverse. I'm currently very, very cold. Good thing I have a massive shawl, eh? So I finished Shadow and Bone. I loved it. I thought... So, I know we talked about the series. I really thought that the series did a wonderful job, capturing pretty much everything in this book. I was a little bit confused because we read on our Kindles, and you might have talked about this when you read the series.
I absolutely did.
But I was at like 68% or something like that, and I'm like, wow, this is like the end, and there's still so much stuff that needs to happen. And then it ended. So like the last like 30% of the book is like, I don't know if it's scenes from the next book. I just stopped, and because I thought it was a wonderful story and series, I started the second one, which I'm almost done with, I believe. It's hard to tell because
it really is.
I'm at like 48% done, and I'm like, I probably got like 10 more percent to read, and then I'm done with this book. The second one is called Siege and Storm. It's got the same type of feeling, I think, in this one. This is a little bit more, like the main character is, it's another level of her, like, gaining power, just with herself. I like those stories, those types of stories. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for Mal, because I feel like, keep yawning.
Excuse
me. Sorry if I'm
sorry,
boring you with my
I've already read
talk.
it, so, no, I'm just kidding.
Jesus. I do feel a little bit bad for Mal right now, though, because he's feeling a little jealous. I think he's starting to feel a certain way.
I feel like this book, Mal, is... Maybe in the series, he can be a little whiny. He's kind of like Gale in Hunger Games.
In the books.
Yeah, like whiny.
Yeah, a little bit in the books. Because like in the movie, he's not...
He's not around much in the movie anyways.
But agreed. He is, but he has like that. His moral compass is going one direction. Hers is going a different direction. They're not, they're going like in opposite.
Yeah, he's places. Much better in book 3. Much better in book 3.
Is he?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind him. I just feel bad for him a little bit. He doesn't understand. Like, I'm in her camp for sure. Like what she wants to do. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Because apparently I'm boring.
No, but that actually, I think the same thing. I love my Kindle, but I also use the information that it provides at the bottom of it to determine how long I'm going to read for the night. We've talked about this. You can.
I'll read 12 words and then I'm asleep.
Yeah, you don't have to finish an entire word to just stop.
Right.
And I like to finish a chapter, or if I'm like, I'm at 19%, I'm like, might as well just get to 20 or whatever the case is. So, or if there's 5 minutes left in the chapter and I'm really ready to fall asleep, I'll try to finish the chapter. So with that book series, the percentage of what you've read is so inaccurate that it's really incredibly...
You can't even use that.
It's incredibly frustrating. I wish that's the one thing that they would change. So I used to go to the chapters to see what chapter I was on of how many, to try to figure out like where I was on that. So I think that's everything. I think
so too, and I think we were really all over the place today.
We were. I
hope y'all are still there.
This is real life, though. This is just how we truly are.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow is shop update again, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Our Zoom knitting together at 2 p.m. And we will do more of those in the future.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes.
Yeah,
100 people is a lot. We'd rather
Yes.
not like do breakout rooms if we don't, because it was
Correct.
nice to have everybody like all together, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes, and then do those in the future. I would like to do another live because I like that. It gives us an opportunity to interact with a lot more of you.
We'll plan a live for June. We'll do a live in June sometime.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we can focus on like Let's Hear It for the Boys that when it's like in full swing and maybe highlight some different people. And
I like doing a live when we have I don't like having a plan, but I do kind of like having a plan.
He likes having a plan.
I like having topics that we're going to discuss. Right. So I think that
I'm just like, hey, how you doing?
No. Oh, what? No. Or I can't even with.
No, I am a little bit more relaxed. We'll just see where the conversation goes. What do you mean, no? You get anxious.
Who gets anxious?
Not me with those lives. What? With the shop update, I'm hella anxious because we're not. You have to take pictures. We have to like skein up yarn.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm relaxed.
Good. I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
My stomach did not growl today.
No, and mine did not because I ate an apple before we came up.
Oh, that's nice. Yep. I ate a Wonder Woman. No, not a Wonder Woman. I ate a Weight Watchers peanut butter chocolate.
They're delicious. Thing. Hey, bud.
Right on time.
Yep. We are coming. I know.
We're coming.
So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us for the last hour and a half. We appreciate you sticking around if you did.
Yeah, we really do. Honestly, we really, really do.
If you'd like, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Subscribe.
Say hello. Check out all of these awesome things.
Yeah.
Leigh Garçon still has more of these pins left in their shop, I believe. If you want to support a good cause, check out their shop. They're amazing.
Below. And then, I think that's it. And then...
Oh, and get your projects in last minute for the spring cleaning.
We'll close that on the 1st. On the morning when we get up, we'll close it. So, So, thank you, everybody. We hope that you have a good 2 weeks. Enjoy your crafting. And, I think that's it, right?
That's it.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.